Thank you so much for the continued support, guys. I really do appreciate it. We're not going to sell out all night, but that's pretty big, Bleak. You're the man. Thank you, sir.
Guys, he's lying. We're gonna sell out all.
We're going to sell out all night. Bleak, you're the fucking hero. Who's taking
Seriously,
who?
thank you. You're taking Graphix.
All right. In the bottom left-hand corner, it is our yellow Zerg player, currently up 1 game in this best-of-5 series. It is Graphix. I like their little clan symbol, by the way, if I can just throw that in there.
What, the octopus
It's like,
thing?
yeah, it's like a little octopus thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, word. That is pretty sweet, man.
I forgot to call out his clan, but oh well.
Meanwhile, Bowman with the holy ship logo, man. That's pretty sweet. In the bottom right, as the red Protoss, he is down 1 game to 0 in this best of 5. It is holy ship Bowman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I imagine he's got something to say about that last game. I was hoping we were going to see, like, oh, you want a cheese, huh? And, like, I'll show you some cheese, but I don't know if we're going to get that judging by... Oh, shit, let me throw in the production tab. That'll tell a real story. Like, so, I'm just guessing here.
While we got a second, it looks like Graphix is, fighting for his natural. Meanwhile, Bowman's trying to block it. But everybody, it looks like you just hit the donation part of the chat. Throw some love. Make sure to
Bleak,
throw it.
Yeah, I don't care if it was 90 seconds ago. Bleak is still the man, dude. Nothing changed in the past 90 seconds, Bleak. I still love you just as much. Bowman's going to come down for this block, which I think is pretty annoying, but needs to be done. It's got to be done.
Looks like Graphix is just going to go ahead and grab his spawning pool and gas, knowing that he's not going to be able to take his natural. Looks to take it at the 3rd. So pretty ideal start here for Protoss. Bowman's got to be liking the position that he's in, blocking that natural, and just kind of being a general nuisance to Zerg.
Yeah. Man, we're accruing enough money that we're like about to have a real tournament, guys. I hope you realize that's what's going down.
Absolutely, man. Dude, we are at 49. We just need to crest over that one more viewer to 50.
Oh, man.
Absolutely, man.
All right. Oh, shit, my bad. Graphix definitely got down his natural, but he was just annoying there in the beginning. So we are going to move into a macro game. I was hoping we were just going to see something ridiculous again, but it looks like we're moving in.
Yep. So it's kind of nice. Get to see something a little bit different from Graphix. As we saw that, I gotta say, what a way to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get in your opponent's head. You should be like, hey man, I'm gonna really pull you hard with lings.
Yeah, and like I don't think it's BM or anything because like $10 is on the line. So like I don't know, it's only $10, but shit, man, that's money. Like it's time to play serious, and if that's what you need to do, like you said, just to tilt him a little bit, then hey, I'm not knocking it. I'm jealous that I can't do some ling floods like that, but I always lose my lings and then I'm behind for the rest of the game and just get smacked. So I think that's the big difference there is that he knew how to do it.
Pretty nice because he's playing it like it's a best of 7. It's different than a ladder match. Like it's not like he's going into game 2 doing the exact same thing. It's like if you think about it from a strategy standpoint, like what a way to just get an early confidence lead in a series. Like hey man, I'm just gonna cheese first game. If it doesn't work, then I'm only down 1 game. But if it does work, I take such a quick, easy game 1.
Yeah, I try to never think about this game strategically, but if I were to, I think what you said made complete sense for sure. No, I'm just kidding.
That's pretty funny, man. So I mean, nothing too crazy going on with this game, guys. Speed's
we're just.
He's on 3 bases. Meanwhile, Protoss making sure that he's all walled off, choosing to grab the Twilight Council this time over the Stargate. So kind of ditching that Phoenix play.
Man, there was a fucking bug on my neck, and I don't know what it was before I killed it.
Oh man, that's always so creepy when you're just like, what is that? Like...
I'm gonna wake up with a fucking goiter on my neck because I don't know what animal just bit me. Oh well. All right,
you like hit the keyboard mid game and just be like, oh my god, guys, he's gone. Like.
All right, so 2 drones going down, but we're still kind of in the hole. We have to stall and pretend that there's something to talk about phase of the game. I think both players just doing a little bit of a posturing up at this point. But it is interesting that Bowman's starting to pull away in the worker lead. I'm still worried about my neck, man. What if I just got the Zika? I just got the Zika. Good, I know, like I'm freaking out right here. I'm trying to keep my cool, but Jesus, man, I'm a little nervous.
That's fair. So some links coming out from Graphix. I'm sure it's just for scouting. It doesn't look like he's really flooding anything in. Looking at the production tab. Meanwhile, Bowman has quite the SimCity going on back at his base. He should be okay if anything tries to run in and attack him. But 1 ling does get in, so he does get this nice scout off as he sees that something's building out of the Twilight Council.
Yeah, for sure. He's like, I hear you like run-bys, so let me go ahead and do something about that real quick.
Bowman getting good saturation on his natural. We'll have to see if he moves out to look for a 3rd. Graphix has an overlord there, so he should be able to see that no problem.
Newo asking for a recap on game 1 because he was getting owned by his mom. Should have cleaned your damn room, son. No, I'm just kidding, dude. So basically what happened, Graphix did a nasty ling flood. Bowman was never able to recover. Then we got a Queen/Hydra crawl walk all the way over to his 3rd, and that was the game. You're caught up.
Yep, Bowman went mass Phoenix. It was a whole bunch of Phoenix, but it just wasn't quite enough to push through the Hydra and Queen army that Graphix had.
But just holding the Link Flood alone was worth, like, a lot in my book. That was insane. So in this game, though, we're still just getting a little bit of Link scouting. And like you guys said, we're just kind of chilling. Nothing too crazy to go on in terms of production. We got a couple Roaches coming in, but we do have another Stargate down as Glaves is finishing up. So what's that going to be, like some Phoenix Adept type stuff again? Or
Yep,
what, Mr. Protoss?
I think so, man. I
Okay.
think so. And he also has an option here. We'll see if he does it. Is it 2 Stargates? Okay, it's 2 Stargates. So it's going to be, I think, heavy Phoenix play with a bunch of Adepts on the ground. We'll have to see additional gateways come in to support this right now. I think he's only sitting on 3. But meanwhile, from our Zerg player, as you said, he's bringing in a couple of Roaches and really just kind of finishing up saturating his third. So there's an opportunity here, I think, for Bowman to find some damage if Zerg is just finishing up and maybe gets greedy and goes for a 4th or something like that.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see exactly how many Phoenixes Bowman wants before he feels comfortable enough to move out.
Oracle. Okay.
Oh wow, man! All right, cool. Just kind of shit.
Double.
What I was saying there.
It's cool. I mean, I wouldn't have said double Oracle either. I thought for sure it was going to be like some Phoenix Adept type play. But I'm not a Protoss player, so he chooses Oracle. I think that's pretty cool. What is he going to do? Just go throw down those traps everywhere to try to lock him up? I forget what it's called because I'm not a Protoss player. Stasis Ward, right?
Stasis
or like I'm just trying to figure out what he wants these for.
So the 4th base does actually go down for Graphix. Meanwhile, these Adepts are starting to move across the map. I think he wants to probably head into the 3rd there, but there are a couple of Roaches on some Lings to kind of help that.
Yeah, and this Overlord's going to get... Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to get scouting information off this and be able to adjust his army.
Yep, so he's going to get kind of caught out here as these Adepts get surrounded by the Lings, and the Roaches are going to kind of finish him off.
Man, my Zika hurts already, dude. It's already hurting me. These Oracles are flying in, gonna see what damage they can get done, but there's already a Spore up at each... Let me check before I say it. Yeah, at each base, so I don't know how much damage they're really gonna be able to do. And that was enough for Graphix, too. He chooses to move out.
Yeah, I can imagine because he knows that these were a decent investment. There's likely 2 Stargates with these down since, you know, they came out both around the same time and have similar energy. And... it just kind of shoos him away with those Spores. I mean, he did get 4 probes, but really for, you know, 2 investment in Oracles there, that's not enough damage.
Yep. No Ravagers, though.
Kind of just moving into the 3rd base here. Is he going to be able to find any damage?
Interesting choice. Okay, he's going to come in.
Yeah,
I was going to say double overcharge is going to push him away from there. They all died coming up the ramp at the main, so I'm not sure what he was expecting to get done there, but I'm not a GM player, so I'm not going to question his tactics. I just don't really understand what was going on there.
Absolutely. And so we see now the Oracles are starting to come out in numbers. He's got 6 of them where they can start to fight. You know, if Hydras were to come out, they do insane damage to light units. Even Roach numbers, they're able to kind of do significant damage to, and they'll start to rule the skies here. Bowman is supply block, though, so that's going to kind of stop him in his tracks, at least for a second.
Yeah, but one of us does know what he's talking about because, as you say that, 10 Hydras come into production. So, well played, well played.
Yep.
I like where you're going with this.
Do what I can, but we'll have to see. I mean, those Hydras, if they focus fire and they get a good, take a good fight with a good concave, they may be able to laze through the Oracles. But the Oracles, if they have enough energy, are just, they do so much damage to light units.
Yeah, and he's going to see this coming across, and he's going to have the Queens and the Hydras in production. Or, I mean, in position. Yeah.
No, and he flies back. Oh, that was an absolute disaster for Bowman.
Bit of a move command, and they're going to fly straight. Yeah, he knows it. He knows it. That was a bit of a move command, a bit of a mistake, but it's interesting to see even GM players make mistakes. I mean, none of us are perfect. If you watched my stream for 5 minutes, you would have seen more mistakes than these players will make this entire show match. So, I'm not knocking them for sure. It's just an unfortunate event, I guess. Oh, shit, look. I called it. I fucking called it. Oh, man. For once, my prediction came true. These Hydras are actually going to recall back, so... Damn, I thought we were going to see the final showdown.
So it looks like he's kind of scooping back out now. I mean, he feels probably more confident knowing that he took a lot of those Oracles out. 1 more of them is going to go down. 2 more of them is going to go down as these Hydras start to come out. There's not really a high enough Adept number to be able to fight this. Photon Overcharge will give him some time, though.
Yeah, Bowman comes in with the Pylon Overcharge. At least it's enough to push it away for now as he comes down and tries to build a cannon behind this. Interesting choice. These Oracles are going to come in and join it. But the Ling runaround behind it is going to come over here and hit this 4th.
Absolutely. Graphix finding really awesome damage, man. He's just, splitting his units, coming in here, getting free probes while still pressuring out with the Hydras. Just has really good attacks on 2 different fronts here.
Yeah, exactly. So the Lings were going to be able to pick off 6 probes while this front force comes in and cleans up. I mean, enough, really.
Yep. He's gonna be able to pick up this cannon too, and a pylon. And the Lings are still going to town, man. Bowman is having a hard time. He's got to be in 2 different places at once, and he just doesn't have a big enough army to do it. He should be able to shoot these Hydras away for now.
Yeah, he's going to push away the Hydras, but like you said, these Lings are just coming in here and continually doing work. So far, they've gotten 10, I can't even count that fast. Let's basically just say that they're doing a lot of work. So far, 17 probes have come down, but carriers are out. Does that change things, Mr. Protoss player?
I mean, we'll have to see. What does he have, 4 Stargates now? He should have 4 Stargates, yeah. So, honestly, if there's 2 already out and 4 coming out at a time, and he has a little bit of time here, he should be able to fight these Hydras. But if Graphix kind of notices this and kills the standing army on the ground like he is right now, he should be able to kind of just push across the map. See, these carriers just don't have much to reinforce underneath them.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, these Stalkers are going to try to clean up these Lings, but once these Hydras catch up, it's going to be a bit of a different story, unfortunately. Bowman's going to choose, like you said, these 4 carriers are coming into production, but they're not quite done yet. One of them just finishes, but...
If these 2 die, this is a significant blow to Bowman's force.
Yeah.
One is going down.
Oh! He was just waiting for those other ones to happen.
Oh,
shit.
no, 2 goes down, so not ideal. But the Hydras are now sitting underneath the Interceptors and Bowman's kind of standing army. I just don't think he's... Yeah, no, with not enough Interceptors out, these carriers just aren't going to...
Another carrier pop, though, so... We got one more pop and a couple Oracles in production, but like you said, this is just too much damage from Graphix. Even if he's able to hold this, he lost such expensive units. It's just an unfortunate circumstance from this point out. And Graphix is going to be able to come in here and get another one down.
Yep,
man.
It looks like he's going to be able to keep pushing here. I got to say, the thing that makes this work for Graphix is the Lings on the ground to be able to stop the Adepts and Stalkers from attacking the Hydras, leaving them free to rain their spine damage onto
Oh, another carrier has, like, so little health. It's down to 20 health.
Ooh, the Oracle goes
and
down.
GG is called. Graphix takes game 2.